Welcome back to USA News Hub. Here, we bring you the latest updates, highlights, and breaking news from the world of sports. Stay tuned as we dive into today's top stories and key moments you don't want to miss. Join us as we delve into the inspiring story of Osaka's determination to overcome obstacles and emerge victorious in the Japan Open. Osaka overcomes physical and emotional turmoil to reach last 8 of Japan Open in front of her home fans in Osaka, Japan. Four-time Grand Slam champion Naomi Osaka produced a stirring performance to reach the quarterfinals of the Japan Open, overcoming not only her opponent but also her own body and emotions. It was a match that had everything: tension, endurance, and raw human emotion. Osaka, the tournament's top seed, faced defending champion Susan Layman's in a three-set battle that stretched over 2 hours and 20 minutes. The final score, 7-6, 6, 3-6, 6-2, a result that sent the home crowd into thunderous applause. But the scoreline tells only half the story. From the very first set, it was clear that Osaka was not at her physical best. Yet, what stood out was her sheer determination to keep fighting, point after point, refusing to let pain dictate her destiny. The opening set was a nail-biter. Both players held serve, exchanging powerful ground strokes and testing each other's patience from the baseline. Osaka's serve, a signature weapon, kept her in control during the key moments, but Layman's fought back fiercely, forcing a tiebreak. It was Osaka's composure that made the difference, saving set points and eventually clinching it 8-6 in the tiebreaker. The momentum shifted in the second set. Layman's found her rhythm, capitalizing on Osaka's movement issues and inconsistent returns. The defending champion broke early and never looked back, taking the set 6-3 to level the match. For Osaka, it was not just a physical challenge, it became a mental one. The pressure of performing at home, in front of expectant fans, began to weigh heavily as the deciding set began. Osaka knew she needed to summon every ounce of strength she had left. And she did, racing to a 5-0 lead with an aggressive display of baseline power and pinpoint serving. But just when victory seemed within reach, disaster struck. The 27-year-old suddenly called for a medical timeout, grimacing in pain as she received treatment on her left leg. When she returned to the court, her thigh was heavily strapped, and her movement noticeably limited. Despite her injury, Osaka refused to give in. Layman's managed to claw back 2 games, but Osaka steadied herself, striking a stunning backhand winner to seal the victory. As the final ball landed, the emotions poured out. Osaka bent over, hand over her face, clearly holding back tears before walking to the net to shake hands. After the match, Osaka spoke candidly about what she had endured. "Emotionally, I was going through a lot in this match," she admitted. "And then in the third set, I tried my best to have no regrets." She revealed she had taken painkillers before and during the match, but confessed that her injury doesn't feel good. "I couldn't really move that well," she said. "It's not good, but I think I'm a fast healer, so it should be okay for my next match." Her next test will come against Romania's Jacqueline Christian, who stands between Osaka and a place in the semifinals. For the Japanese superstar, it's not just another match, it's a continuation of a deeply personal journey. This tournament marks Osaka's first singles appearance in Japan in 3 years. After time away from the sport to focus on her mental health and later to become a mother, Osaka has been steadily rebuilding her game and her confidence. Her run to the US Open semifinals earlier this year, her first major semifinal since winning the Australian Open in 2021, showed glimpses of the brilliance that once made her world number 1, now ranked 16th in the world. She's proving that her story is far from over as she continues her quest for another title on home soil. Fans around the world are rallying behind her resilience and spirit. Whether it's her booming serve, her soft-spoken humility, or her unfiltered honesty, Naomi Osaka remains one of the most compelling figures in modern tennis. And if her performance in Osaka is any indication, she's not just back. She's ready to fight for greatness once again. Naomi Osaka battled through injury and her emotions to reach the quarterfinals of the Japan Open on Wednesday, choking back tears after hitting the winning shot against defending champion Susan Layman's. Top seed Osaka, playing a singles tournament in her native Japan for the first time in 3 years, 17-6, 6, 3-6, 6-2 to set up a last-8 match against Romania's Jacqueline Christian. Emotionally, I was going through a lot in this match, said Osaka. And then in the third set, I tried my best to have no regrets. The former world number 1 was leading 5-0 in the final set in the city of Osaka when she needed a medical timeout to receive treatment on her left leg. She returned with heavy strapping on her thigh and lost the next 2 games before closing out the match in 2 hours and 20 minutes. 4-time Grand Slam champion Osaka hit a backhand winner and then bent over and put her hand to her face before walking to the net. Appearing to fight back tears, Osaka said she had taken painkillers but admitted that her injury doesn't feel good. I couldn't really move that well, she said. It's not good, but I think I'm a fast healer, so it should be okay for my next match. The 27-year-old is playing in her first tournament since reaching the U.S. Open semifinals, where she lost to Amanda Anisimova of the United States. Osaka had not progressed to the second week of a major since winning the Australian Open for a second time in 2021. She is now ranked 16th in the world. That's all for today's update on USA News Hub. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay up to date with the latest sports news and highlights from around the world.